my friends, there's a spanking new 2-lane bridge, replacing a 100-year-old bridge on the Tamana Road. Ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of acres were abandoned in Las Lomas. Mr. Jaimon Singangal went, saw what was happening, and built a new road 1.5 miles. Today, Honorable Ramsumesa and his family and all the other farmers are returning to the land. Thank you, Mr. Simangal. And I want to thank this government. Today, I urge you, the honorable ministers, and all our people to support our distinguished Prime Minister. Let us wish God gives her health, strength, and endurance to continue the work started in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the very distinguished Mr. Lennox Salandi, former police officer, now farmer. Brothers and sisters, I want to introduce another very hard-working constituent to bring a message to you. A hometown boy from the area, construction supervisor, a man who has been working and promoting our party and the government in this area. Bring on with a round of applause, Mr. Cyril Solanzano.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Jairam Simangal, and all government ministers, just below me here. Normally, when a prime minister comes to an area, and so many government ministers, this place is electrifying. We would have had another 200 to 300 people because they were told that the prime minister is going to speak on current affairs. So at least 200 to 300 went to Tiantec and is waiting there. Thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, before the coming of the United National Congress and People's Partnership Government, I really thought that I was blind. I could not see MP, I could not see anything being done within my community. And after the coming of the People's Partnership into government, I have seen tremendous amount of activity in my community. Tremendous. Mr. Jairam Simangal has done a real big job in promoting and developing this area. And we want to thank him for all that he has done. When we look, we can see roads, lights in all the recreation grounds, from Talparo to San Rafael and beyond Horquetta. We have seen all the grounds lighted. We have seen roads, drains, landslips, community development, and all form of development within this constituency. And hats off to Mr. Jairam Simangal for having this done. When we look further, we see this hard-working team of ministers and the Honorable Prime Minister. We see development all across the island. Even to take on terrorists in all forms, a united front against terrorism. So when we look, our safety and security is better off and all aspects of our lives. So we must move forward again and return the People's Partnership and Mr. Jairam Simangal into office. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the call to victory. Are you on board? You ready for victory? Ready for victory? And brothers and sisters, we are ready for the PNM. We are ready for the ILP. We are ready for the da-da-da. Whatever they call themselves, we're ready for them now. We give them enough time to gallivant. We are ready for the serious business of politics. Brothers and sisters, over the last couple of years, the PNM has been saying everything. We give them time to talk. We give them time to march. We give them time to cuss. Man, we give them time to whine. And now we're ready. We're ready. So tell Rowley, we are ready for action. And the brothers and sisters, we now warming up. But Brent, we on the training field now. We ain't even ready for the real thing. We still winding up. We warming up. We warming up tonight in La Horquetta, Talparo. But it's a brilliant night. So as far as my eyes could see, there are people there. In fact, they're looking like people as far, I don't know how much rows here, but there are people inside this hall. There are people outside. There are people on the road outside. And there's a massive crowd built up in Brazil High School. And you are here in support of the UNC. Brothers and sisters, we must confront the enemy as we march to victory. The enemy is large. The enemy is Rowley and Imbert and Robinson Regis and Fitzgerald Hines, the PNM. But we also have some other voices talking outside there. There are some political orphans who are looking for a house. And I am the Minister of Housing. So there are political orphans out there just talking and talking. Do not be distracted. Get in your section and line up behind your constituency. Line up behind the UNC. Behind the People's Partnership. They will come at us. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. In the months, our enemies are getting desperate. They are getting desperate and they are power hungry. They will come, brothers and sisters, not even our most vicious enemy can deny that this government has performed. We have delivered. We have built over 50 schools, the Ministry of Education. We have built community centers. We have built houses. Brothers and sisters, today, serious crime is down by 50%. Today, brothers and sisters, when you look, you see police car here, there, and everywhere. The police cars are everywhere. The police, we have increased by hundreds, the policemen and women in this country. Today, even the murder is down. It is not as down as we want it to be. We still have a problem, but we are working on that problem. Welcome the Minister of National Security here, Senator, the Honorable Brigadier Carl Alfonso. Welcome the member for Couva North, Minister of State, the Honorable Ramona Ramdial. Welcome our new Attorney General, Senator, the Honorable Gavin Nicholas. Welcome the Minister of Energy, Senator, the Honorable Kevin Ramnarine. Our hard-working Minister of Labour, Member of Parliament for Pointe-à-Pierre, the Honorable Errol Kelvin MacLeod. So brothers and sisters, I was telling you that your enemy will come at these leaders. They know they cannot beat us on delivery. So every week they will come to pelt mud. They will raise issues of corruption. They want to paint everybody with a corruption brush to say they smear character. They smear our reputation. They cannot beat us on performance. They will want to beat us. They will want to beat us with lies, with innuendos. They will want to beat us lying in the most dastardly manner. So be on alert. Be prepared. Be prepared for that type of smear campaign and stand strong. Listen to the truth. Listen to the work of your government. Listen to the vision that we have for the next 5 years when we retake the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Be strong. Stand tall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to warn you, beware of the enemy, beware of the PNM. They will lie and they will lie and they will lie. Our leader is a woman of great courage, a woman of great compassion. She is a dynamic leader. She has given the children 77,000 laptop computers. How much it is, Tim? Oh, she has given 95,000 laptop computers. Because of her, no child in this country can die because they cannot afford medical care because of Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Today, she has inspired a government that has delivered water, delivered housing, delivered hospitals, brothers and sisters, delivered police stations. When you look at our leader, look at their leader. When one leader given laptop, the next one given lap dance. That is the difference. They have leaders in this country like perverts. They have a trade union leader walking around with a mannequin in Port of Spain, with a dolly. A pervert. You have a next leader with little children frolicking in the most indecent manner with children, while this government promotes and defends the children. We have passed legislation to protect children from people who abuse children. That is what you face. It is a choice between those who protect children and those who abuse children. That is the choice we face, and that is no choice. We are very clear that we are protecting and defending the rights of children. The next speaker, a dynamic, hard-working MP, an attorney at law, a great representative, a former civil servant in the Ministry of Agriculture. You know his work. Tonight, Trinidad and Tobago heard from you. Welcome the dynamic Member of Parliament for the constituency of La Horquetta, Talparo. Welcome, Jairam Simongal.
Rise up, rise up, rise up.
La Horquetta, Talparo, how you feeling? Are you ready for election 2015? Are you ready to demolish the PNM once and for all? Are you ready to return Kamla Persad-Bissessar as Prime Minister? And do you want another term of Jairam Simongal? Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, and leader of the People's Partnership Government, my cabinet colleagues and members of Parliament, councillors, chairman, most importantly, constituents of La Horquetta, Talparo. When I see you here this afternoon in your thousands, my cup runneth over, for I know that victory is sure in 2015. And let the PNM know in advance, and let Maxi Coffee know in advance, this is not no bussing crowd we have here. Every single person here is from the constituency of La Horquetta, Talparo.
My brothers and sisters, can you imagine this country being run by Kid Rowley? Can you really imagine this country with a prime minister in the form of Kid Rowley? Are you going to allow that to happen? Every single one on the stage have spoken. And they have spoken of the development, and more importantly, they have spoken of the neglect of the PNM administration, of the PNM governments over the years in this constituency. The PNM government or the PNM administration over the years never cared about the people in Talparo, the people in Mondo Nuevo, the people in Brazil, the people in Wallerfield, the people in Tamana and Horquetta and Las Lomas. Nowhere in this constituency. When I took office, when I became the helm of this constituency once in government. This constituency was held by the People's Administration, the People's National Movement, and they had a sitting MP in this constituency. So I thought really my job was a very easy one. I thought coming into a constituency which was in government, which would have been the most easiest constituency to manage. Little did I know then what neglect that had in this constituency. None of the recreation facilities throughout the length and breadth of the constituency had any single thing of the resemblance of lighting fixtures on them. None of the recreation grounds you could have played on in the entire constituency. That is the PNM, that is the legacy of the PNM for 50 years in this constituency, because they thought that this one was theirs for life. This was a constituency that they thought was theirs for life, and they would never give it up. And little did they know that this little fella would come in 2010 and throw them out of office. Today in this constituency, we have 9 recreation grounds with lights. 9 recreation grounds. We have in La Horquetta 2 recreation grounds. We have Brazil, Talparo. We have Caparo. We have Las Lomas. We have to open just now Lantana Court, San Rafael, Talparo and Caparo. Ladies, brothers and sisters, this is what performance is about. This is what you have to do when you are elected to represent people, not to neglect them. You have to represent them. You have to show them what you can do as an elected member of parliament. And this constituency, you all know, the reason why I tackle the recreation ground first is because we have some of the best sportsmen in this constituency. Matter of fact, we have some of the best leagues in this constituency. The Windball Cricket League had 45 teams last year. And you all know me. If you are not registered to vote in the constituency, you can't play. We have 80 teams taking part in the football, and every single player came from within the constituency. This is what they have been crying out for. I recall in Talparo in 2010, when I passed here, they showed me the recreation ground. They showed me an open area, and they said, that is the recreation ground. The boys playing football and cricket on the road, and they have to go and look for the ball in the recreation ground. That is performance of the PNM, and that is the legacy which they left throughout the entire constituency. My brothers and sisters, they spoke about water, but I'll tell you something. This constituency, if you all remain very quiet, you will hear something. Remain very, very, very quiet. You can hear Cascadoo jumping in the arena dam. Listen, the dam is a stone throw away. The breeze you're breathing here right now pass over the water in the arena dam. And 2/3 of the constituency did not have water. Just in the arena where the dam located, a stone throw away, did not have pipelines for water. They used to use barrel. In Todd's Road, when I campaigned in 2010 and I walked down on the Todd's Road, every single house had barrels. Every single house in Mondanovo had barrel. Every single house in Tamana, El Quimado, in Mamural had barrel. When I walked down in the Todd's Road in 2010, our old lady came up to me. She said, son, I have voted PNM all my life. I really felt that they would have done something for me. And listen, I am going to vote for you. But all I am asking you for is when you come into office, you give me 2 new barrel. 2 new barrel because the first drum in the barrel leaking. But that was the aspiration of people in this constituency. Today, the same lady have water 24 hours a day. Talparo 24 hours a day. Mondanovo, Mamural, Las Lomas, Arena, throughout the whole constituency, we have pipe-borne water 24 hours a day. That is the legacy the PNM should have left, but that is the legacy of Jairam Simangal. That is what I want to leave here for the people. Aspiration, things that they supposed to have gotten naturally. That is what they deserving of being people residing in Trinidad and Tobago. PNM spend all their money in Port of Spain and they still have fixed it well. And they're complaining about the rural work that we are doing. You hear one of them say just here that they could be concentrating on all the rural communities and we forgetting about Port of Spain. Because Port of Spain get fixed. It's the people in Mondanovo, in Tamana, in Brazil Arena, in Mamural, they are not get fixed. And that is what we are here for. This government is about fixing every single citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. My brothers and sisters, this school that we are sitting here and we are enjoying, in the thousands of you who are here. Now mind you, I said that we are only putting out 1,500 chairs, and we did. And the amount of people that are here this afternoon, give yourself a round of applause. Give us a UNC welcome. This very school that we are sitting here tonight and enjoying this wonderful show by the People's Partnership, this school was built under the watchful eyes of your Prime Minister when she was Minister of Education. You remember that? And you remember what the PNM used to say? And they said it in Parliament on several occasions that they were building schools in the jungle for Duen and Parrot. Remember that? That is the mindset of the People's National Movement. That is how they treat people out of on the rural communities. That is their thinking. That is the legacy that they would have left over the years. Today we are sitting here enjoying thousands of students would have come through here, and every single child from Form 1 to Form 5 have a laptop. Every single child have a laptop today. Over 96,000 laptops distributed by this government. The Minister of Education is here. We built 3 preschools, 2 in La Horquetta and 1 in Wallerfield, and we are going to build 1 in Brazil. We are going to build 1 in Talparo. We are going to build 1 in Las Lomas. Through the whole constituency, we are going to put this preschool. You know why? Because your government, the Prime Minister of this government, said education come first. You start very small. You start with them on infants when they are now learning to walk and read. You bring them and you put them in school with proper education, so they wouldn't have to come in offices when they are 18 and looking for any URP and CPEP work. They will be well educated and they will be employable, so that they can go out in the world, they can go out in the fields and look for the jobs that we have available. My brothers and sisters, the PNM government is a wicked one. They are wicked government. Every single time they're in office, they look to take advantage of poor people. You all remember the Wallerfield farmers who are here. You all will remember in 2008, 2009, and before May of 2010, they wanted to evict every single one of you. Noel Garcia came down there in Wallerfield. Barbara, you all remember. And they held meeting to throw out every single farmer, because they want to pass a road through your land, through where you are farming. And these were farmers, not ordinary farmers. These were farmers who rear cattle. And you all know the cost of a cow. And to bring that cow up will cost you all $30,000. It will take you some 20 years before you can make back the money on the cow. And they made them sell every single animal out cheap. and bullying them to get out. You know why? Because they want to pass. They have plenty traffic jam in Valencia Junction and they don't know what to do. You see the incompetence of that PNM administration. Today, the farmers are there. They are getting leases for their land. We have started that already. They have started getting their lease renewed. But more importantly, under this government, we now have a bypass in Valencia Junction. It's taking you 2 minutes now to reach from one end of Valencia to the other end. Them fellas couldn't do that. They decided to throw out all the farmers and them. And they bold-faced on top of that, you know. They said if they ever return in government, they go in and start back them projects and them. They said they spent $500 million on the rapid rail. And if they come back in government, they go in and bring it back. They said they're going to bring back the same property tax which we asked them for in 2010. Be very careful. Be very careful. I don't tell my farmers already, we not planting no coffee in this constituency. We only drinking cocoa in this constituency. And I'm sending a message to the women. You know, in the last election, you all listen to me. The last election, I said, you take charge. Well, I'm sending you a message right now, from now to after the election bell ring and the election call, you take charge. We still have a woman prime minister. You must take charge. Take charge of the household. Take charge of the husband and everybody else. And let them know it have no more coffee between now and election. After election, we got to think about that, but nothing now. So when they come around, tell them no coffee for you. Yeah, Miss Ramsing? No coffee. My brothers and sisters, you all would remember what they did to squatters. We all remember what they did to squatters in this country in 2010. The same land settlement agency which I manage now, under the PNM administration with a PNM board and PNM management, used to go 4 a.m. morning before the cock could crow. They used to come down and break down your house and put you outside, women and children and everybody in the road. That is how they treat people, you know.